we'll take a look at the calendar and then head over to the charts. G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Jimmy Trades here. Thank you for joining us today. Let's have a look here at the calendar. We had a no news Monday yesterday, and I'm pretty thankful I didn't participate because there wasn't much going on. Tuesday, again, today we have no news. So we just want to be trading cautiously, looking for those quality setups, and hopefully we get better price action than we did yesterday. Tomorrow's FOMC meeting minutes, that's different to the FOMC. So this is just a recap of the FOMC meeting. So I don't usually worry too much about that on the Wednesday. But the Jackson Hole Symposium is the one that is likely to cause some volatility in the market. So you might want to sit Friday out. Give yourself a long weekend. Okay, let's get rid of that. Here we are on NQ. And remember guys, you can grab your evals with discount code Jimmy Trades for Tradeify and Jimmy for Apex, always giving you the best deal available right now. And of course, you can grab your Tradezella subscription as well. Code Jimmy Trades will give you 20% off. So if you were to grab a yearly subscription, you will get 20% off that subscription. Alrighty. NQ, looking at this block here, you can see price is struggling to break through that level. I want to see the equilibrium of that level respected for price to move higher from here. Now we do have ES sweeping out previous day low, looking like possible further downside, but we do want to see this equilibrium respected. So it's not really that. You can see that PA from yesterday, how we pretty much did nothing. Open and closed around pretty much the same level, and today it looks like it's almost shaping up like that as well. We are building up some nice engineered liquidity through the highs here, so I'd love to see price sweep the low, sweep lower here before we continue to move higher once again. If we have a quick look at the 4 hour, I could see yesterday I was looking at price, although I didn't do a video yesterday, this is what I was looking at. Price was respecting this bearish FEG here and pushed lower. Now, at the moment, we are working inside this range. So from this high, this low. So I want to see price engage with one of these levels, either the low or the high, preferably the low, so we can see price move higher from there. That's what I want to see for NQ. Really want to see one of these levels swept before looking to participate today. ES, if we look at the daily quickly here, we have got this SMT at the moment with NQ. So ES has swept out previous day low, NQ has not. However, I'm looking at this level. We've got this bullish FEG here, but I would really like to see this low swept out. So I'd like to see that low swept, respecting this bullish FEG before we continue to move higher. That's my idea there. And if we jump over to oil now, here we are on the daily for oil. Just clean that up a little bit. So we had quite a gap down there. Market opened yesterday. Tried to recover some of that and fill some of the gap. Can we see it better on a 4? Yeah, so we can see it better on a 4-hour here. You can see that gap down. We did try to recover that. Almost recovered most of that gap. And we know gaps like to be filled. What I want to see here is I want to see price respect the equilibrium of the downside wick here, or this buyer's wick from the previous day candle. If we can find support there, then I'll look to see price move higher. At the moment, if we look at the hourly structure, it's pretty choppy, really. A bit like NQ, we want to get out of this range. Okay, I want to see us move out of this range. So if price comes lower here, we can engage that low and look to move higher from there. Let's push back out to the daily and move over to gold and clear that chart. So we move down into this bullish FEG. We haven't been able to get a strong move out of that just yet. And what we can see is that when we moved lower, we've got a change in state of delivery here. This is on the daily time frame, and price then came back up into this bearish gap. You can see we wicked up into that, and then we closed lower. So we closed below these opposing candles. And we also respected those opposing candles yesterday. So we pushed up and we swept both sides of the range. We are holding this bullish FEG at the moment, but the question is for how long? I'm looking at price moving lower here, looking at this equilibrium, see how we hold, or do we support this equilibrium here of the previous day's wick. I'm not using the body because the wick is larger, I'm using the wick here, and that equilibrium aligns with the opposing candle body here as well. So looking for price to continue to move, and then down we go. So we looking at some markups here from last week. You can see we did start to get that move lower. However, right now we are in a period of consolidation. And I want to see price move out of this consolidation. Until such time as we move out of there, I'm going to remain with a neutral bias on Dixie for now. I'd like to see if price moves lower that we engage this low and then see how price reacts to that level. So we can see we are or have built some engineered liquidity through the lows here as well. So I like the idea of price heading lower here and then seeing how we react at that level. Similar here for Euro, we got that inverse move. So we know that they're inversely correlated between Euro and Dixie, and we are just in this sideways pattern at the moment. I want to see price engage with one side of the range and then move on from there. Pound has a little bit clearer PA. I like that we've swept out previous day low into, for clear, let's just clear that, into a bullish gap. So we've swept previous day low into a bullish gap. This gives me some conviction that price will likely move higher. IRL to ERL, okay? And we've done that after sweeping previous day low. So I do like that for a setup here. So pound, looking for pound to move higher. Jumping over to crypto. I don't want to, but I will. Let's go. Should I have sold last week? Look at all this stuff on the chart. Let's clear it up a little bit. All of this is still relevant, and we've, obviously maintained and hit our targets along the way. We almost got to this target level here before we didn't. And we can see that we've had this reversal here on the daily. At the moment, we've swept previous day low. Do we hold this bullish FEG? It's tiny, but it is there. I do like that we did sweep out previous day low, and we're finding support off this propulsion block here. That's my only hope, that we might see price move higher. Otherwise, we're looking at these lows and, potentially back down here to this 109 level before another leg higher, hopefully. Ethereum has swept out previous day low. Will we get down into this gap? That's the thing. Because at the moment, we've swept previous day low, but we've failed this bullish FEG, and we've also had a change in the state of delivery here. So we need to see price. If price can close, I'd like to see price close above the equilibrium of yesterday's range, so above this orange line, for us to have some hope of higher prices. But, looking at our markups, we did hit our target area, which is amazing. If you took profits there, well, congratulations to you and well done. All right, guys, thank you for joining me today. Have a great day. Bye for now.